Hello and welcome back to my farm. Now today's video is not about me, and it's not about the mouse that's sticking his head out of the building at the moment. It's all about this building and the people inside. So you're going to be watching my neighborhood today. Now this is my neighborhood, and as you can see it's called Red Knight's Place, and there are currently 30 members. So who's in my group? Well, there's Jody, she's my co-leader. There's myself, and I'm the leader. You've got Von Gunten's farm, okay. And then below that we have Please Like My Farm. In a second I'll scroll down, here we go. Then there's Winter's Farming. There's Roral's Farm, Sam, Lulu, Harry, Blooming Acres, Ziv Farm, 24/7, Derek Jeff's Farm, Chris's Farm, Chocking, Shinya, Manguest, TX Rattlers, Poverty Can Be Stopped, Jammy Dodgers, The King, 99411 Life, Dodgy Farm, Andrew, 3BBB, Night Fox, Kerr Street Sing, Sean's Farm and Town, Keeman, and Massiek's Farm. And guess what? We're all from all over the world, and we all interact in this one little building. Now, lots of people say, hey, Ricky, I want to join your neighborhood. But as you can see, it's currently full up. However, if you do what I'm doing here, and you type in Red Knight, make sure the E is a 3, and then search, you can find some other groups that are based on my name and contain fellow fans, or people who can't get in my group but still want to chat about my videos. You've got 3 groups there. 2 of them are still looking for members. So Red Knight Elite needs another 8 members, and Red Knight's Fan Club, okay, 29. And basically anyone can join 2 of them or request to join the other one. So please do send invitations, and do try to join if you would like to interact and play Heyday. Well, let's have a look. Now, this one is Red Knight's Place. Like mine, they're full up, but their required level's much lower. And these are the people in this neighborhood. Now, maybe I interact with them on Facebook, or I interact with them on my YouTube account. But they're all in a great group, and they enjoy playing together. And they've been going for some time now. And I hope you guys are all having fun together. And a happy Chinese year to you as well. And I hope that Chinese truck event is going nicely for you. Okay, right, who else have we got? Red Knights Elite. Now, as I said, there's 22 of 30 here, and they're looking for more members. Now, again, if you want to join this one, please do send them a request. Now, some of the members you'll see in this group will actually be in the conversation that you're about to watch. Now, I'm very happy for people to join my group, to leave, come back as often as they like. There are no restrictions, unless, of course, you did something wrong and we removed you. Then, basically, you're not welcome back. But basically, I don't mind if people come and go. I hold no grudges. I don't mind, and I encourage people to move on and start their own neighborhoods as well. Okay, Red Knight's Fan Club, there's just the 1 person in that one, so obviously Shockwave's feeling a little bit lonely. So do send some requests to join this one. Now, if you can't get in one of my fan groups and you would like to make a fan group, okay, please do so. Just remember to keep the prefix at the beginning Red Knight, and then whatever name you want to change it to afterwards is okay. Then other people can join you, you can talk about my videos, and you can play together. But enough about that, let's jump to my neighborhood and look at the conversation. Now, during this conversation, I will not be taking part. Basically, you're going to be just reading and watching what they're talking about. But what I will do is read the comments and basically talk about what they're doing and the delays in the communication. Okay, right, now you see 4 messages. Masiek says, I need 1, Jody's got 4, and then please, and then Dipan's Farm in shop for both of you. So basically Dipan has offered something, and both Jody and Masiek would like it. Now Jody said thank you very much, and then Dipan's come, got wrong Jody, need 4 and you bought it, Masiek. So looks like there was an error here in the purchase. Now, sometimes mistakes do happen in neighborhoods. Okay, people buy the wrong item and they tap on the wrong one. That's okay. Just like Masiek's doing here. He's saying, Jody, please come to my farm and get the other 3. Now, not a problem. Things happen, things go wrong, okay? As long as you're in a good group and everybody's communicating nicely, problems can be resolved. And here they go. So Jodie's off to Masiek's farm, and she's going to pick up the 3 hammers, and then everything will go back to the way it should have been. And thank you, Dipan, for letting them know that there was a mistake. Because sometimes when you're buying, you don't always notice. Now, when it does come to communication, sometimes you'll post a message and nobody's around in the group, or maybe they're around but they're busy. So you may start to see that the time ticks over. First it will be 1 minute, then 2, and then next you know it could be many, many hours. Don't worry. Okay, remember that we are all international, and we're not always online and not always able to chat. Okay, right. Now, looking at their comments, you'll notice that they're using 1 or 2 letters just to express themselves. Again, you don't have to type full language words. You can abbreviate, shorten the vocabulary. It's not a problem, as long as you all understand. Now, do remember that everybody is international, like I've done in the past. If you want to, and it's just the 2 of you or few on, do try to use each other's language sometimes. It's good fun, and I must admit I enjoyed doing it. Okay, let's read the message. So, Jodie, you have 2 fish fillets, 1 fish burger, and 1 vanilla ice cream. Divan says, I need a hamburger. Whoa, you guys are having a barbecue, it looks like. Now, Masiek, fish fillets, fish burger, and vanilla ice cream. What are you having for dinner? Now, why are they requesting items? Well, it could be for a couple of reasons. The first one could be for visitors. Now, sometimes you get visitors that come to your farm and they need items, and you just don't have it, but you can jump to your neighborhood and say, hey guys, anybody on? If so, I need these items. Another option is basically for the truck orders. Now again, trucks come and go from your farm and they visit all your customers, and occasionally you will run out of items. So again, your neighborhood is a good place to go to. Next one, okay, you've got the boat, and again the boat will have requests, and again your neighborhood is very, very useful. Okay, you've just noticed there that Harry says he needs help. Now, this help could be for a couple of things. It could be his bushes. It could be his trees. They might need reviving. It could be that he has a crate that needs filling. And the message will come up in your neighborhood to say, hey, I need some help here. You need to then jump to that person's farm, identify what they need, and if you can help, do so. The reviving path is very, very easy. You get a thank you card, and hopefully inside will be a you get a thank you letter, and hopefully inside will be a thank you card, which then means prizes. If it's a boat, okay, you've got crates there. Try to help each other out as often as possible. If you can't help each other, do let each other know. So then basically you can start going elsewhere. Right, now the messages are going quite steadily here. They're all exchanging goods and helping each other. And it's great when that happens. And as you can just see there, Vinter said, thanks Jodie. Rainbow says, you're welcome. Dipan says, thank you both. This is good manners, everybody. Neighborhoods do not work if you are not polite with each other. So do thank each other for the help, and do say you're welcome when someone thanks you. It's quite nice. Now what have we got here? Here's a trade. So Jodie, I have tapes and I need nails, and he's offering a 10 for 10 trade here. Now 10 tapes for 10 nails. Yeah, you may think that's not a good deal, but outside the neighborhood, okay, I can understand. But within the neighborhood, it's quite nice just to exchange items. Maybe the value's not quite that beneficial, but at the end of the day, that's not the issue. You're helping your neighbors. You're helping each other out. And personally, I think 10 nails and 10 tapes is quite nice. I'd certainly like to have the nails. Tapes, okay, I usually get too many of, but 10 for 10's good. Now when they're exchanging, okay, it could be a one coin deal, it could be full price, it could be base price. Usually us higher level players have lots of cash, so we don't mind the one coin, but again, it's whatever's down to your neighborhood decision. Masek says he needs help. Okay, and Divan says, Rainbow, are you going back to our previous hood? Ooh, that's an unusual message. Now, why would he be posting this? Now, actually, from looking at the fan groups you saw earlier, you would have noticed Dipan's name in the elite group. And like I said, I have no problems with people jumping backwards and forwards. Just remember, if you do jump between groups, there is a time limit before you can rejoin, and maybe you can't get back to the farm. Maybe the members don't want you back, which sometimes does happen. So be very, very careful. Now, I wonder how he's going to answer that. Well, we'll have to wait and see. Here he comes. Don't know why. Who asked? Now, I wonder why he posted about leaving. Now, it could be for many reasons. It could be the fact that he's not happy in my group, but that's unusual because my group's awesome. It could be that he is missing his friends in his previous group and he wants to go back. And again, that's okay. Maybe he wants to start his own group and he's looking to take some of the members with him. Again, that's fine by me because there are more and more people who want to come in and I don't want to hold anybody back. So literally anybody in my group who wishes to leave, come and go, please do so. If you want to start your own group, please do so. I will encourage that. I will help you as much as I can with the rest of my friends, and then once you're done, then you can move on. So Dipan says, no one. I'm going after 2 days, so I asked you. Now actually I know he's not going to be waiting the 2 days and he will be leaving before that moment. So very soon in this video you will see what happens when someone decides to leave and basically the message that you're told. Now my co-leader Jody has noticed this and she's come up with the message. So you are leaving. I wonder how it's going to develop. Will she ban him? Will she kick him from the group? Or will she just ask the question, why bother? And I understand why. That's a good question. Why would you want to leave? Okay, what reason? What compelled you to change your mind? Now we need to wait for the answer, and very soon he will reply. But in the meantime, Masiek's farm needs help, so someone needs to go to his farm and basically fill his crates or revive his bushes. Now who is it going to be, I wonder? What has he asked for? Interesting question. Now, I've got some questions for you, my viewers out there. Now, I actually enjoy the neighbourhood, and I think it's a really useful place to interact with people. But, as you know, the maximum you can do is 30. And basically, once you've got 30 people in a group, okay, it's very difficult to basically expand any more than that. People have to wait. Now, this is one of the reasons why Dipan's leaving. As he says here, okay, I was in Red Knight's fan's place, it was very good there, and a lot of his friends are missing me, so he wants to go back. Okay, which is good. Now that's his first reason. Now he also gives a second reason in a second, and he basically says that he would like other people to have the opportunity of joining this group. He's experienced it, he's provided help, and he's got help in return. Maybe he's been able to upgrade or move to a different level, or open up new buildings, or complete some of the events, but he wants to move on. And as you said here, he wants to give the chance to other people, which I think is great. Now, as members of a neighbourhood, what do you think Supercell should do? Now recently they posted a poll on the Supercell forum asking if members would like to increase or decrease the size of the neighbourhoods, and they asked us to vote on this. Now, many people voted to keep it at 30, which I think is fine. Okay, maybe that's a nice number. Personally, I voted for 50 because I think that 50 is the same as the Clash of the Clans size. It's a good number, and it will allow you to have people that are both quiet and active, and it gives you more opportunities to have your boats filled, to get your events done, and I think it could be a much nicer place. But again, individual choices down to the neighbourhood. Do they want it to be big, or do they want it the same size? Now, to register your vote, please do go to the Susam forum and do click on that link and say what you think. If you want to say 50 the same as me, please do so. Now, one option I did like that was mentioned in the conversation was about, letting the leaders choose. So as an example, when we're accepting members to the neighbourhood, we can set a specific level. Now, how about we have the same option for choosing the size of the neighbourhood? So we could say, hey, I want to have a group of 50, or I want to have a group of 10, and then see how it goes that way. Okay, right, now, even though Dipan said he's leaving here, you'll notice from the conversation that he's actually still trading, still asking for items, and still providing a service, which I think is quite good. Jodie's come up with a little message, says that she needs help, and again, I wonder if someone will go and do that. Harry's posted a message that he's after something, and he will post or pay full price. Now, Dipan says that he doesn't have the items because he's used them all, but he does have screw panels. So Harry's acknowledged that and says, okay. Now, screws are very useful. Panels come relatively quickly, but screws are an item that is a bit challenging. So I wonder if anybody else will take him up on the offer. And hey, look, Jodie says, I will take the screws. So, my co-leader needs some screws. But will he sell them to her, I wonder? Now, Harry's sending the message to Jodie, help me. Dipan's replying at the same time, I have 8, so I think she's going to be very happy. This can be very confusing sometimes, watching a chat message, because you don't know who's replying to whom, you don't know sometimes what's being offered or asked for, and it does cause issues. So, before you start posting what you'd like in the group, do go back over the old messages and check. Now, Dipan's saying, do you mind full price? And I don't think that will be an issue either, because we higher levels don't mind giving money to the lower level players. Now, he is a level 50. Jodie is a level 95. So, hopefully her cash is of a good enough standing where she doesn't need to worry. Now, both Dipan and Harry are at level 50, so that's quite a nice level. So hopefully they also have a good amount of money. And they should have bought most of the machines, if not all of them by now. Okay, Jodie's come back and said, yay, that's okay. So Dipan's going to put the items in his stall. And she needs to hurry there quickly to purchase them. But will she get there in time? Or will someone jump in and purchase them before she gets there? Now, let's wait and see what the messages say. Now, my bet is that something's going to happen because it's in the video. And you just know because I'm recording something's going to go wrong. But what is it going to be? Let's wait and see. So, waiting. Tom's dreaming down in the bottom of my picture there. Always of food. Okay, so Jodie and Dipan say, hey, Harry, Jodie wants them, please stop. And Jodie says, who jump in on that? So it looks like Harry was jumping in on Jodie's trade, and that has caused a problem. But how did they resolve that? Well, first of all, Dipan said, hey, Harry, can you please stop for the moment? And Jody wanted to know who pinched the items. Now, what will she do, I wonder? Will she blow a gasket and ban him? Will Harry give the items back? Will Jody purchase more? Okay, right, so now she's coming back to the store. The items are in the first slot, and Harry and Dipan are now talking. So what are they going to talk about, I wonder? Harry needs nails. But I don't think Dipan has any. Yes, that's right. He says, sorry, I have none. And Jodie's thanking Dipan for the item, so she obviously got what she wanted. Okay, Rainbow Lands has come back up and says, come to my farm and help me, please. I need my trees reviving. Okay, Harry's still after his nails. Now, expansion materials can be really tricky to get sometimes, and everybody's in the process of expanding at the same time, so you're all kind of asking each other for very similar things sometimes. Now, okay, how can we resolve that problem? Now, maybe other neighborhoods out there have come up with a solution. Maybe you can give me some ideas. I was thinking recently maybe that the best way to get a neighborhood working is to get everybody up to the same barn size and silo size, so we all work towards one person's farm at that time. Then once they are done, everybody works towards the next person's and the next person's. Then it's not bitty, and any items we do get can be passed on very, very quickly. Once you reach a set amount, so let's say that everybody's after 3,000 size barn. Once everybody gets to the 3,000, okay, then you can start working on, say, the tackle box. And once you get the tackle box up high enough, then maybe you can start working on the silo. Maybe expanding certain parts of the land. Now, I know that Jodie's been trying to expand her town, so I've been using a lot of resources and giving it to her. Now, how about thinking about this? Okay, asking people what they want to expand or work on first, assigning that as a goal for that individual, and then everybody just gives the items to that person. I think I like that, and I may suggest that for my team. See what they say. Find out what size barns and silos they have and keep a track of that. Find out what size tackle box is and what they need for land expansion or for town. And then they are the only ones who get the items, and everybody has to give them to them. Maybe when my team watches this video, they will have feedback on this as well. Okay, Harry's after 9 nails and 1 screw. Okay, now nails are not going to be a problem, but Jodie still needs a screw, so that's not going to happen. Okay, right, now Jodie's got to leave the game for the moment. She's off to do something else, so she's saying goodbye. And hey, Shinya's awake, and she's doing something on her farm. So I've got a feeling this will be crates, or maybe even bushes and trees that need reviving. So probably a morning wake-up call for her. Now that means if she's awake, then certain other people around the world will be coming online very soon as well. So, goodbye, Jodie. Have a good night. See you later. And thank you very much for helping the team out up till this moment. Now, many of the guys don't know that I'm watching at the moment. Okay, they all gave permission to record, but they don't know at what time I'm recording and which part of the conversation. So they're going to be very, very surprised. Oh my God, Depends chose to leave now. So he says, I think I'm leaving now too. Thanks for the nice experience. It was fantastic here. I wish I could stay for long. Okay, I wish you could have stayed for longer as well. We enjoyed your company. Thank you very much for taking part in my group, and I hope you have a nice time in your other group. And give my regards to the rest of your neighborhood. Remember that you can still chat with me on Facebook, and if you need help, okay, we're following each other on the Friends Bar. So just a request for help, and if I see your name come up, I will pop along. Now, Harry's saying, "Oh, really? Do you want to leave right now?" And I think from what he's saying, he certainly does. So, in a minute, you're going to see what happens when a person leaves a neighbourhood. Live on camera in Red Knight Place's neighbourhood. Oh my God, someone's leaving. I'm so sad, so heartbroken. Oh, it's terrible. Actually, it's not terrible. I honestly don't mind if people come and go, as I've said many times. Okay, my size is 30. There are other people who'd like to join. And it basically means I'm going to be freeing up a space for someone else who would like to come in. So, Dipan, as I said, thank you very much. Bye-bye. It was nice knowing you. And Dipan has left the neighbourhood. Now, any messages after this for him, so like Harry just posted there, will not be seen by Dipan because he's now gone. So, anyone else who wishes to wish him goodbye, it's a little bit too late. Okay, now you've just seen an awesome example of what happens when someone leaves the neighbourhood. Now, what does it mean he's got to do? Well, basically what he needs to do now is to reapply to his old neighbourhood. So he's going to send a request to join, and the leader or the co-leader or elders in that group will see his request pop up on their chat board, and they will say, shall we let him back in or not? Or should we just ignore? But in this case, I know they are going to accept because they're waiting for him. Now, sometimes when people do request, okay, their request will be denied. Now, don't get too stressed about that if that does happen in some of the groups that you try to join. Just go and try to join another one, or maybe even set up your own. You saw earlier that there were quite a few fan groups, and creating your own group for people to join is actually good fun. It makes you the leader. If you don't want to be the leader, then you can relinquish the rights to the leadership to someone else, and then just be a member or co-leader or another position. The choice is yours. Now, I'm the leader in my group, but I must admit I don't actually do a lot of talking or chatting within the group itself. But I do help out, and occasionally I do chat with everybody. My co-leader Jodie, she basically runs the group for me, and I trust the other guys who are my elders to back her up and support her. I think very soon I will be promoting a few other people, and depending on what Jodie says, I may even make someone else a co-leader as well. Okay, right, it looks like some of my neighbours are awake and on their farms. So Rainbow Lands is now doing something and he has requested help. Now, how long will that stay there? And it's gone already, so it means that somebody else is out there checking the messages and they saw that one come up. So maybe Harry's still around and he's helping Rainbow out, but we will see. Now, you'll notice the time here is ticking over and it says 2 minutes since the last message was posted. Now, you will notice that the messages start to tick over and the time goes by slowly and then starts to add up. That's fine. Okay, it just means people are not online or they're busy playing. Okay, so Harry was the one online at that time and he said rainbow ? And there was some emoji there. So I think maybe he did revive some bushes or fill a crate. So I think we're just waiting for a thank you or for a chat. And it has started. So Rainbow's saying hi. Now, what will they talk about? Are they going to talk about produce? Are they going to ask about how things are going? Let's wait and see, I wonder. In the meantime, young Tom is down there dreaming, and there is a fox sniffing around my mailboxes again. What is he thinking, I wonder? Does he notice that Tom's just lying there in the bushes? Oh, sorry, bushes. He's lying by the side of the road. What am I on about? Okay, now Harry has sent a request, and he says, "Hello, do you have 9 nails?" He really needs these expansion items. But does Rainbow have them or not, I wonder? Let's find out. Maybe he's disappeared again because the time's up to 1 minute. Looks like he's playing the game. The time is ticking by, gentlemen. So, Harry, are you going to chase him up? Rainbow, are you responding or playing the game, I wonder? Okay, we've got a reply. No, but I do have cotton fabric and TNT. Ooh, okay. And he's obviously playing on his farm. That's why he wasn't able to reply quickly. You can tell that because he's just had another request for revive. Harry says, "No thanks. Do you have 1 screw?" Actually, the TNT is quite useful. I probably would have said yes to that. And the cotton fabric as well is also very beneficial because it takes ages to make. And once you are making the cotton fabric, it takes up your loom, and it means you can't produce other items. So getting cotton fabric from your fellow neighbours is much more beneficial sometimes. TNT's great because you can start blowing things up, and everybody loves to blow things up, especially if you can get into the mine and get more diamonds. Just look at what I've got, 354 diamonds. Woohoo! Ah, Sheena's online, as she says, "Does anybody have cotton?" I wonder what the reply will be. Now, Rainbow has cotton fabric, but does he have cotton? Okay, no screws there. Come on, guys, Sheena has asked a question. You need to respond to her. You need to tell her if you have the cotton or not. Ah, excellent. Okay, okay, I have cotton fabric, Sheena, he says. But is that what she wants, I wonder? Does she want the cotton wool? Does she want the cotton buds? Or does she want the cotton fabric? Which one is it going to be? Whoa, 24/7 says I have 53 cookies. Now, Sheena's either saying she wants the cookies or she wants the cotton fabric. Now, which one does she want? I know for myself, I think I'd rather have the cookies because then I could dunk them in my cup of coffee, which is perfect. 24/7 says, no, I need them for the Valentine's event. But Sheena needs 4. I think there was a confusion here between the messages. 24/7, I think she's talking with Rainbow about cotton fabric, not your cookies, so don't worry too much. Okay, she's confirmed it. Okay, now we know exactly what's being mentioned here. That was so funny. Ooh, that would have been nice. Now, will she purchase the 10 that he was going to sell, or will she just accept the 4? Okay, someone's done 24/7's revive, so don't forget to say thank you as well. Okay. I thought she might come back with that one. You can sell me 10 too. Yep. If it's offered, take it. That's what I always say. Mangesh is awake as well. I just love it when everybody gets up at the same time and starts chatting or doing their farms. Now, how about your neighbourhoods, everybody? Where are all of your neighbours from? Are you all international, or are you all based in the same region? Are you from the same country, I wonder? When you're actually in the neighbourhood, what do you talk about? Is it just requesting things, or do you sometimes have conversations? Quite often within my neighbourhood, it's mostly for requests and support and helping each other out. That tends to be the main focus. Sometimes we do chat about things, but it depends on the day and it depends on who's online and how much time they have. Dam's Farm says he needs 2 cotton fabrics. Okay, I don't have cotton fabric because I need to have 3 stars in my loom. Okay, looks like she's trying to max out. Now, I'm not quite sure what they mean by that, because actually the stars doesn't affect what you can produce. It's your level that actually affects that. Unless, of course, she means, or 24/7 means like level stars, then I could understand. Okay, everybody's buying cotton fabrics here. Now I wonder why they're buying the cotton fabric. Maybe there's a special event coming up. And Dams is the first person to say thank you. Yeah, I like that. Now, do remember, everybody in my neighbourhood, I do want to see you saying thank you to each other. Think of it like a big brother here's watching you, or I'm your father. Say thank you, please. Or I will tell you off. No more expansion materials until you learn to say thank you very much for giving me the items I wanted. I also had another request which I asked recently, and I'm going to remind them again in this video, because I know they will watch this video later. Please do talk to each other a little bit more. Okay, a lot of you are coming online here and are just requesting items. Now, I don't mind that, and you probably don't mind that, but do talk to each other. Now, the message here, how do you know the next event requires cookies? Ooh, that's an interesting question. Now, I've got a feeling the next event at this time was the Valentine's one, and last time it was cookies. But I heard that it could be cornbread this time. I also heard it may be strawberries, and it could be a few other things. But as we all know, it turned out to be something completely different, and it was a really big shock. But it was really enjoyable, because we got lots of prizes. Yes, 2014's Valentine was very, very nice. The Valentine statue we got was wonderful, and it looks fantastic. This year we didn't get any beautiful ornament, which was a shame, because I would like to have seen something. I actually enjoy getting the ornaments in the events much better than I do getting the diamonds, because it gives you that special feeling to see the statue sitting on your farm or in your town and knowing, hey, I did this event and this is what I got. And I think many of us enjoy that, and it gives us good motivation to actually aim for it, especially within the neighbourhoods, because you all try to work together. If you look at the track event that's going on at the moment, and you check out some of the neighbourhood scores, there are a lot of people here working together to be the best neighbourhood out there. Now, I must admit, my guys, okay, we're not in that league, and we're not even thinking about doing that. But you never know in the future. Once we've all got up to, say, a level 200, we might consider that. And that would make a really wonderful video. Okay. Rainbow's going to be making some brown sugar after white. 24/7 says the bakery needs some hours, and there's a win-win situation. Yes, win-win is good for everybody. And Harry totally agrees with me. Yeah. Oh, the chat's gone silent. No, okay, Sheena's asked for more support, and Harry's still asking for his nails. Let's see what 24/7 says this time. Sheena wants mark. Oh, sorry, Sheena has marker stakes in her stall. Ooh, that's very nice. Now, is she selling for full price or for 1 coin, I wonder? What do you guys sell for out there? Do you sell for full price? Do you sell it for 1 coin to each other? What's your group's focus? Now, Harry has an examples asking for lots of items. So I have a question for my group for when they actually watch this video later. Now, I mentioned earlier how let's all work towards developing one person's farm, or building up their silo, or building up their tackle box or barn, or even their town or expansion area. What do you think? Should we do that or not? And if so, what would you like to have done on your farm first? And if you don't need anything done, would you be willing to be a storage location? So we can give you all of the items for when everybody else is not on, and then you can actually share them out. What I could do as well is sell the items to one person for 1 coin, because they need the money. They can then sell them to the person who wants them for full price, and that gives us a great way of transferring cash as well. Or I could buy them for full price and sell them for 1 coin. That would work both ways as well. Rainbow's got a screw for Harry. He's going to be so happy about that. So, Harry, you can now get your screw. You're still going to need your nails, but at least you're part way there towards reaching the total that you've asked for. Good lad, he said thank you. I love to see the thank you messages. Everybody's so polite now. They must have remembered that I'm recording. And on that note, I'm now going to stop. Okay, you've got a basic idea of the kind of conversation that goes on in the neighborhood. You saw one thing that I wanted to show, which was somebody actually leaving. So I do hope that you've enjoyed this video. Now, some tips for you. Remember that neighborhoods are a great way to interact with people. You do have the option of being friends in Facebook and chatting that way, but I think neighborhoods are fantastic, and I do hope that they can be developed more in the future, because it gives us as players a great place where we can talk, we can communicate freely, we can exchange items, and we can basically have fun. Now in my case we're very international, we've got people from all over the world, so we're all on at different times because of our different time zones. And again, I think this is really useful. But then again, maybe your neighborhood is set up with people from your own neck of the woods, and that's probably what's more comfortable for you. Now, some tips or suggestions about neighborhoods. If you do want to have a neighborhood, okay, you've got a choice. You can join someone, or you can set up your own neighborhood and then invite people or have your friends come to you. Now you will get people wanting to join. Accept them, okay. Find out what they're like. If you're not keen on the person, then as the leader, you have it within your power to remove them from the group. Don't be afraid to do this. I've done it many times if someone's actually caused problems within the group, or my co-leader has done the same. Now, you saw today in the video that someone left the group. Now again, this is going to happen, and it's not a problem. As I said, I think it's wonderful when people come and people go. They bring experiences and conversations and things with them, and then they take many things with them. Now be careful. If you are hopping from neighborhood to neighborhood, every time you hop, the waiting time before you can join another one increases. Now maybe that's okay the first few times, but once you've started hopping more than a few times, that waiting time can be quite long. So think very carefully about leaving a neighborhood. Now you've seen here, okay, that my guys sometimes say thank you, sometimes they don't. Please do say thank you to each other, okay, it's polite manners. You've also noticed here within my group that sometimes the guys just ask straight away as soon as someone comes online. Now I'm hopefully going to be trying to change that, because I want them to be talking to each other first. And if you're listening to this, guys, talk to each other first. So within your own neighborhoods, do the same. Be more sociable, please. Now, there are lots of neighborhoods out there that are working towards the global goals and hoping to have the best neighborhoods and make lots of items. Great, I think it's fantastic. Now, as I said, my neighborhood's not really going to be doing that at the moment, but you never know, in the future we might just do that. And if we do, that will make a good video as well. If you do have any questions about neighborhoods, please do comment in the description below this video. And if you want me to show more conversations from within my neighborhood later, just ask me, because there are always people joining and leaving, so conversations do change. Okay, that's it for tonight. See you all next time. Bye bye.